Releases and updates that I missed begins with the 1.0 release of Retail Royale, a unique first-person battle royale title which is set in a furniture store where everything can be a weapon. The developer writes "Embrace Chaos" on the Steam store page, so them's the rules and you get that clap, where this is a free-to-play title with only 16 players required per session, meaning that it should be much easier to fill up a game. The runaway success that is Hydroneer is worth a study as well, where, despite not being an early access title, the developer is continuing to support this game, with the latest update being prospecting. In line with the mining theme, this adds Tier 3 mechanics into the world, where a new resource named Core Stone is required to build these. The new randomly spawning ore veins increases the chances of particular resources, together with new quests, crafting, vehicles and more, even having a new endgame to play around with, where this game is excellent and potentially has the legs to be infinitely expanded upon, so if you love games like Minecraft, do give this a go.
Stupid heroes!
This video is brought to you by Evil Wizard, an action-adventure RPG title with some Metroidvania-inspired elements where you play as the titular villain, defeated and barely surviving a tough battle, now having to rebuild from scratch to get back what is rightfully yours from the so-called heroes. It's a classic tale of revenge, where our protagonist must sneak into his own castle, purge it of enemies and restore it to its former glory. The real-time action looks fun, where you're able to wield a variety of elemental magic, even being able to mix and match these, where these also play a part in solving puzzles to access new areas. Of course, I love the pixel art here, where the attention to detail is impressive and also has some of the most intricate background pieces which are just beautiful. If this looks great, pick it up via the link in the description below, where it's available right now on Steam and Xbox. A game that cropped up on me is the 1.0 release of Super Dungeon Maker, essentially Zelda Maker in all but name, since Nintendo hasn't made that yet, where you play as a rooster adventuring through various dungeons. The developer has made handcrafted levels for it, but the fun should be in the user-made levels just like in Mario Maker. However, do note that this has a much smaller player base, so I don't know how many people are actively creating for this game. There are also some reports of bugs even in the 1.0 version, so maybe approach with caution. We also had an update to the not-so-indie medieval first-person slasher Chivalry 2 named Raiding Party, having a new battle or campaign pass in their words, which unlocks new cosmetics, although the nice thing is that there is a free tier of battle pass here as well. This update also introduces a new team objective map named The Sacking of Bridgetown, new weapons like the heavy cavalry sword, a new time-limited mounted arena mode which is kind of like jousting, along with a variety of new additions and updates, probably being the premier medieval title right now. Let's shift gears a little here with What the Car, the latest from the developer of What the Golf and What the Bet, where, like their other games, can be described as a racing game from people who don't make racing games. In fact, the creative director of this studio doesn't even drive, so it's from this position of ignorance that subversive ideas come from, where the absurdity and hilarity of the situations will make you chuckle. Unfortunately, this is an Apple Arcade exclusive for now, so you're out of luck if you're not subscribed to that, but if you have not played any of their other games, I would recommend those as well.
Long ago, in the Age of Darkness, the land of Eredar was ravaged by battles.
We move with haste, for night draws near.
I will not fail you!
Our only enemy are the nightmares of the Vale. We must cooperate. I need someone I can trust.
There was a time back in 2018 where I thought They Are Billions would usher in a new generation of real-time strategy games, adding in a survival element and getting rid of more classic RTS features, and was kind of proven right with the early access release of Age of Darkness Final Stand. But then things petered out, but this game is still going strong, releasing an update named Flames of Retribution.
We're here to help you defend this town.
It's a medieval fantasy title where you're commanding your troops against nightmarish creatures from the Vale, where this adds Act 1 and 2 of the story campaign, providing a more guided approach rather than throwing you straight into the sandbox. However, it might still be buggy and faces the same issues that They Are Billions had with their campaign mode, in more intentionally railroading the player in certain ways, but if you're looking for an alternative, perhaps give this a go. This next title I'm excited to share, and is one that you might have missed since the action-adventure game Ravenlock is currently an Epic Games Store exclusive and does look visually impressive, although reviews are indicating that it's just alright. This is from developer Coco Cucumber, who you might know from Riverbond and Echo Generation, where this game sports their signature voxel art style, and, according to them, is the grand finale in their own trilogy of voxel games, although as far as I understand it, there's no interconnected narrative between the three games. The action looks solid with some good enemy designs, but it otherwise doesn't appear to have any particular gimmick or twist, but if you are curious, make sure to check it out. The gift that keeps on giving is the 4X RTS title Northgard, which I believe put developer Shiro Games on the map and allowed them to expand and hire many more people, even coming up with their own publishing arm, where 5 years after release, there's yet another update named Trials of Odin. This adds 9 new conquests to go on, adding a new aquatic foe along with various reworks, balancing changes and new war chiefs for the various clans in the game, tweaking how each clan's specialities work. They also added spectator mode, which you might not think is a big deal, but as of recording, today's peak player count on Steam is 3,600 players, so there's still an active group of people playing this excellent game. One of the things that I love about this game is their signature look and colour palette, where one look at this and you will instantly know that this game is Dawnkeeper, an excellent release from 2022, where the Re-Assessor update reworks the Assessor character, which should make it more fun. Where I didn't know this, but they are doing seasons here and are up to Season 4 of Prestige mode, where I love the post-launch support, and you can find more pixel art games in this video.